What up, though?
Hey, peace, family.
Peace and blessings, King. Peace and blessings. Let me get you properly introduced. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Okay. What's up, everybody? What up, though? Welcome to another great episode of Just a Conversation. And today, we got the young king, the young guy, S.J.6 in the motherfucking building. And later on in the episode, my son Dead the Real gonna be guest hosting coming in too with some questions for you. But right now, man, go on let the people know what you about, King.
All right, first off, peace, family, for having me on your platform and everything, and allow me this opportunity for one. It's good to be able to
Man, I
network.
appreciate you, King. Thank you.
A little bit about me. So I'm an MC. I've been doing this for a good little minute. I just love the culture. What I'm saying, hip hop.
Okay. What else you do, King?
I'm actually a former Army. I was in the Army for 3.5 years.
Okay. Salute
What I'm saying?
to you. Thank you for your service.
So appreciate that, fam. Since I got out, it's mostly been focusing on music and family.
Okay. So you do R&B and hip hop, or you just do hip hop, or just
Just hip hop.
just hip hop? Okay. Any new projects you got on the horizon?
I do. I got a collaboration coming up with No Good. Shout out to my boy No Good. And also got a collab with a producer named Vince Vega coming out soon. That's about it for right now.
Okay, you doing local shows? I mean, is that you got any plans to do shows in the future? I mean, what is looking like for you on the underground?
I plan on doing shows eventually. I haven't did a live show like solo since like 2010.
Right, I feel you. It's been a minute for me too. I feel you. So you feel you ready to get back out there?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. Now your projects that you got coming out, are these singles? Is this an album you putting together?
Singles.
Okay, singles. That's what's up. Let everybody know where they can find you real quick. Your YouTube, Spotify, etc.
For sure, you can find me on YouTube. My YouTube is S.J.6. S.J. You can find me on Twitter. S.J.S.Y.X.X. I'm on Instagram too. I am S.J.6. I'm pretty much on every platform as far as like Spotify and all that and everything. It's mostly of my collaborations I got with other artists and everything.
Right. Okay. Now, like I said, I always let people know this is just a conversation. So whether you got a topic you want to start it off with, bro, kick it off. What we chopping it up about today?
Hey, brother, don't even matter, man. It's your platform. You lead the way.
No, it's our platform, King. It's not, I understand where you're coming from, but this is our platform. But I started off, man. Let me ask you what's your views on the social climate of today's world?
That's a good question. To be honest, because I live in the South, you know what I'm saying? I'm from up north originally. I was born in Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And I got ties in New York City, and I lived in Memphis, Tennessee for a little while, a little bit all over, especially me being in the military. I was overseas too. So I got a lot of life experiences from that, for that particular moment.
Okay.
But the way I see the world going right now, it's a lot of craziness going on, especially
No, go ahead, man.
I was about to say, like, with a lot of racism going on, and people different topics, and religious views and all that.
Right. Now with everything that's going on, is there anything as far as advice that you could give to the listeners that you use in your everyday structure to get you through, you know what I'm saying, the social ills of today's times?
Oh, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing is I try to treat everybody with respect when I encounter them. I don't ever try to treat anybody with disrespect or negative energy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I also try to just carry myself in a way that I want, you know what I'm saying, this person to, you know, treat me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, you know, and at the same time, I'm also a very introverted cat, and I don't really, you know, go out too much or deal with too many people.
Okay.
But when I,
No, I feel you.
for sure, man, but when I do, you know, I try to deal with everybody on the same level with respect until they give me another
Right.
reason. Otherwise, you know.
Amen. Amen. I can see your demeanor is very, 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 you keep it close to yourself.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, I can see how the conversation going. I mean, I'm like that too. Now, I don't, with me, it's always, I'm always around family, so it's always family over everything, So, um, with the social, when you hear me say family, that's what I mean. It's a bond, it's an understanding, but also is to show others that you don't have to necessarily be blood relations to be family. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Because we all come from the Most High, and if anybody understand the true understandings of this is divine energy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what animates us, in my viewpoint. Other people may have other stands on that, but I agree with you. Treat others how you want others to treat you. If a lot of people on earth live by that, it'll be a lot more peace. But suffice it to say, for those of us that do, mad salute and shouts out to you.
oh, most definitely, brother. Most definitely.
Um, anything else you would like to add as far as bits of internal and or outer wisdom that you've gotten over the lifetime?
Oh, most definitely. I done asked so much and everything. Like from my father, may he rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? He was a big influence in my life. You know what I'm saying? The one that helped get me started in music and everything. You know,
Okay, man. Was he in the music?
he wasn't necessarily a music artist, but he listened to a lot of music and everything, and
Okay,
introduced me to a lot of old school music.
got you. Got you. Now, the environment that you live in now, as far as being in the South, does that shape your style of hip hop, or do you still take it back to the roots of New York and with the boom bap, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
I mostly try to stick to my roots and everything as far as the New York style, being a lyricist, you know what I'm saying, having something to say, you know, and
Oh,
not
for sure.
and not taking anything away from Southern MCs and artists because they have a lot of great Southern MCs and artists from the past and present, like Scarface, Andre 3000,
Mm-hmm.
plenty of spitters from the South. I'm not taking anything
Oh,
away.
for sure. I know what you're saying. You just make sure that you put out good hip hop instead of the mediocrity.
Definitely,
Gotcha. Gotcha. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I mean, I feel you on that. I'm born and raised from Detroit, roots in the South and Alabama. But, the aspect of hip hop is to put out good music, you
definitely,
know. Um, I always tell people it's a difference between an artist and a rapper, and like you say, if you got skills and you out for the money, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And then you have people who I term as artists are the ones who love it for the craft and the art of it, hip hop. So uh yeah, that's that there. How the weather be and shit where you at?
hot and rainy.
It's okay, okay. That sounds like kind of like Florida.
Yeah, no, close to it, close to it.
Oh, so okay, okay, okay. Yeah, damn, rain, hot, rain. I don't know. This Michigan weather is just be Michigan Weather Road, it do what it want to do when it want to do it. It could be 78 one day, and the next day it'd be 50 snow flurries. You know what I'm saying? It'd be
Yeah.
like wild, crazy weather that make you think like if it's manufactured. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
You know, so when they talk about snowstorms in Texas and shit, I'll be like, oh damn, here we go. Somebody hit the wrong button.
Oh, I feel you on that because I've experienced that when I was in Texas when I was in the military and training.
Uh-huh.
Like the weather would be unpredictable.
Okay. I got you. Now let me ask you a question, because as far as your military background and being an Asiatic black man in the military, and I don't know if you still are in the reserves or you just
Oh, I'm out.
okay. Now the experience, briefly the experience that you went through as an Asiatic black man in the military, how was it? You know what I'm saying? Can we get a little background with you with that? How was it?
I'm gonna be 100 with you, bro. Like my father passed away 6 months before I went to basic training,
Okay.
and so I had a lot of that weighing heavy on me.
Right.
And he was actually in the military himself too. You know, so he served during the 1950s when it was still just getting integrated. So he had been to it.
My grandfather did too. Yep.
Okay, respect. You know, but when I was in, I dealt with a mixed bag of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I met some other brothers in there, you know, and sisters. You know what I'm saying? That was about their business. You
Right.
know, same time I met a lot of controversy too. You know, you had a lot
Okay.
of you had a lot of brothers and sisters in there that, you know, saying was, I don't necessarily want to say house niggas and everything, but you know, it wasn't for the people. You know, our
Right.
people.
I got you.
You know, and I did deal with a lot of obstacles and everything. It's like I was young. I was 19 when I went in,
Okay.
and I
So
went through.
yeah, I know what you're saying. Still young, still rambunctious. Now, did you fully understand what you were there for?
I did, you know, overall, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, you know, fighting for the country and everything and making that sacrifice.
Okay. Now, how were you treated when you got back or when you got out?
It was actually relatively good, like, depending on where I went, you know what I'm saying, because I never had a chance to serve in combat. You know, I did a lot
Okay.
of combat support, and I was supposed to be deployed twice, but something came up both times before I
Mm.
had a chance to go over there. So
Right.
I figured it was the Most High's way of, you know, not want me to be over there doing it.
Got you. I know what you're saying. Okay.
You know, but
You was in it, but you wasn't in it.
right, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was supposed to go the first time, my unit deactivated,
Hmm.
like completely shut down. We had to transfer. Then the second time they just they didn't call my number. So,
Right.
but when I got out though, to answer your other question though, when I got out, when I went back to Alaska, and they got pretty conservative views, and a lot of them view the
Hmm.
military negatively.
Right.
And I was met with a little bit of, you know, resistance.
Okay.
You know, because I migrated back down south and everything. I haven't really had too many bad experiences with it.
Right. No, I mean, I asked that question because as of right now, you are or would be the first veteran. You know what I'm saying? That would be on the podcast, and I've always wanted to ask that because like our brother JP the Pompaphilian, he's a veteran.
Okay.
I'm sure it's a couple of other brothers and sisters that's in the underground we deal with or come across that may have been, but they don't or haven't had a chance to what I'm saying, speak about it or their experiences, and then the aspect of coming home because, like I said, my grandfather, he was when he went in, like you said, your father did in the 50s. He served in Korea for a little bit. Came home. And that was that. My favorite great uncle, he did time. He did his tours in Nam. He did 4 tours in Nam. Came home in the 70s. Did a little Black Panther activism. Always whooping on the police ass in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? So the thing about that is the when he got sick and when he couldn't handle all the mental things that was going on with him, you know, he became an alcoholic and stuff. The VA, Veterans Administration, didn't do anything for him, you know. And I've always heard, and all you know from the TV reports, news articles and stuff like that, how the veterans come back and they not given the proper honor. And I ain't talking about just getting a medal or something. I'm talking about the real honor. You know what I'm saying? For them risking their lives. And then we come to find out all the other stuff of why these soldiers are overseas risking their lives, and it's not for the freedom of the country because we already free. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So that's when I asked you, you know, did you, you know, fully understand what you were there for? And you know, you said, yeah. A lot of Asiatics are placed in the military for different reasons. And I'm not saying that the military is bad. I would just appreciate the government give the truth of what the, you know what I'm saying? When I say give the truth, and I'm not saying disclose secrets and shit like that,
Oh
but to
yeah.
give the truth of where an individual that wants to be in the military can know what the fuck they actually fighting for.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. And I had a lot of leaders when I was in that did tell the honest to God truth. Someone was like, "We don't know why we over there fighting." You know, someone was like, "If you go there, just do your job and come back, keep your head down."
Right. And that's not good.
Oh,
That
it definitely ain't.
yeah, because if you that fucks with a person's mental. Because if you have a particular principle that you live by, you join something that you feel you're using that principle towards, you know what I'm saying? Principle of freedom, principle of truth, bravery, et cetera, et cetera. And then come to find out you over there really protecting U.S. interests and poppy seeds or oil rigs. You know what I'm saying? Whatever interest, and it could be just information. Whatever reasons the government sends the military to these other countries and whatever lies they tell the media to tell the citizens, because we don't know. You know what I'm saying? All we know is we have a family member off going overseas.
Yeah, you're 100% right about that, bro. Because like I had a cousin, he's still in. He's almost to his 20-year mark. This brother done went over there 4 or 5 times
Uh-huh.
to Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm like, and
Did
another,
you ask him why he keep going?
at this point, it's he's trying to get to retirement. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
Oh, okay.
that's the thing about it, bro. Like when you get in that, if you don't get out after a certain time, it makes
Mm-hmm.
sense to get out after like just doing 8 years. You know, you might as well
Okay.
try to retire, you know.
Okay. I was not aware of that. So he's sticking in there to make sure he get the full retirement.
Exactly. Like another thing too, like if you don't get like medically discharged, or don't have, you know, like service connected injuries when you get out the military, you can't really get, you know, certain benefits either when you get out either. So it balances itself out, you know.
Oh, okay. Wow. And that's and even in thinking in that thought right there, bro, you go over to a foreign country you don't know nothing about, you young, and then you get cast into life and death situations where you are for a platoon or a squadron or whatever you or just you know what I'm saying, as an individual soldier facing all this, and then to come back and you not getting everything that you deserve, whether it's benefits or whether it's health care, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is fucked up. And they really don't do good for the mental health for the soldiers either.
Bro, you are not lying about that. I could tell you some stuff that will blow your mind about that. You know, from my personal experience to even brothers I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, do tell, brother. Do tell.
Oh, I got you. You know, they had a brother. I don't know what happened to this dude. I've been looking for him for years. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. So that's why we had a connection, because I used to live in Memphis, but never crossed paths with the brother. But he was a cool dude.
Okay.
He went on leave. I want to say in 2008 or something like that, to go visit. And while he was out there in Memphis, his family got killed in front of him.
Oh, wow.
And when his brother came back, he was smoking to ease the pain and the trauma from what he saw. They tried to kick this dude out, saying he was, pissing hot on drug tests. My thing is that they never tried to get a brother the proper treatment. And when he was going to mental health, they would discourage him from going to appointments.
Wow. No, my bad. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, yeah, you good, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they tried to stop him from going to appointments. They tried to, block him from getting the treatment he needed. And it turned out that, he dealt with some type of trauma, had PTSD from it. And when he actually was in the hospital getting treatment, the unit I was in pulled him out of it. And had soldiers from my unit watching this dude instead of having him in the hospital.
Right.
And he tried to take his own life, like twice.
Right. Because he couldn't handle the pressure.
Exactly. You know what they did? They kicked dude out. They didn't give dude the opportunity to get medical treatment, to get his mind right. They kicked him out.
They just kicked him out. Because to them, he wasn't useful for the service.
Oh no, definitely.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, like I said, we watched my uncle go through that stuff and the mental breakdowns, and end up being in Veterans Hospital. When he had to go to the Veterans Hospital, they sure had a bed for him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When he ended up in there with DTs and stuff like that. And when he passed a kidney failure. But it's just, you know what I'm saying, to go through all that. And then the soldiers that come back with missing limbs and paralyzed, paraplegics and stuff like that. And they young, got the whole life ahead of them. And it's just, the government don't do shit for them.
That's true. And something else too, brother. You might not realize there's a lot of black soldiers who we got to deal with. We're more likely to get in trouble for certain stuff that other ones get away with too.
Oh, of course. I mean, and that's fucked up because, like you said earlier about the racism, it's gonna be in every facet of American, Britain, French, wherever there's a country that's ran majority Caucasians, it's going to be an element of economic racism, because that's what it is. It's more economic than it is psychological or societal. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, and it's the same, you know, military, the ranks and all that. Even with the police and the fire system, it's all a rank and file and all that shit. It's fucked up.
It really is. That's true.
It's fucked up, bro, because the average citizen, you know what I'm saying, doesn't really get an understanding. And even we can correlate that with, you know what I'm saying, the penitentiary system and how they do it, and how the racism goes on both ends for the COs and for the inmates. You know, so to the military, the racism goes from the soldier to the higher echelon in government, you know, as far as rank and file and stuff. It just seems like that shit just gonna be on the earth, bro, for some reason. For some reason. I don't understand.
Trust me, bro. Like from my own personal experience, I dealt with, you know, certain NCOs and sergeants when I was in that had that complex. Like I met a dude who's Latino,
Mm-hmm.
with this guy, but he was higher ranking than me.
Right.
Dude had a problem with me for no reason, just for being quiet and minding my business. You feel me?
Right. Well, a lot of people don't like quiet people because they don't know what you're thinking.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. I know all about that one. But I mean, even with the, you know what I'm saying, our Latino brothers, our Asian brothers, you know what I'm saying, the Native American brothers, they're all Asiatic, but they don't come into an understanding of that unless their parents or grandparents or great grandparents let them understand that and teach them that. I was talking with my empress the other night about the Proud Boys and the Trump supporters.
Yeah.
The Trump supporters. You got a large portion of them that's Mexican, bro. And
I
I
know.
mean, you know what I'm saying? Your complexion, my complexion, darkening both of us together. And I'm sitting here like, how can y'all sit here and be a Trump supporter, but he's trying to stop your people from getting y'all land back that the settlers took when they went west? They come into California because California used to be Mexico.
Right.
Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, all that used to be Mexico. And now history repeating itself, and the people want their land back. And Trump, the main one that had the wall up and talking about the wall, but you got Mexicans supporting this stuff.
Because the thing is, bro, it's that self-hate. Because a lot of them don't want to be for their people. They want to be. I hate to say it like this. They want to be in with the white man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all economic, and yeah, the elite Caucasians, the elite Asiatics, that so-called feel that they're better and higher than the next individuals because they in the tax bracket. All that shit go come crumbling down, and we can see it today.
Most definitely.
Now, what anything you want to chop it up about, bro?
They got so much that's going on. You know what I'm saying? That could be touched on. I don't know.
Any questions for me?
Yeah, tell me a little bit about your background in music and how you got started in it.
Nah, right? Shit. I've been been married to hip hop since the '80s.
Okay.
Influences: Rakim and Eric B, Ice-T, Public Enemy, Mr. Chuck D. Later on, influences: Arrested Development, the Brother Speech, smash salute to them and all. Ice Cube, the NWAs, the Easy E's, the Dr. Dre's. X Clan, man, salute to Brother J. My thing, I've always loved hip hop. Just me and my great aunt in the household. So music and TV was, when I wasn't in my school books, was the thing. Avid reader, creative writer. So being a hip hop artist right now, really, it just fell in the naturalness of things.
Oh, for sure, most definitely. I feel you on that.
Yeah. So outside of your father, who's your musical influences to get you into hip hop?
Artists like Notorious B.I.G. You know what I'm saying? I always like Biggie's content.
Okay.
This flavor, you know what I'm saying? I like Wu-Tang Clan.
Word. Shout out to Wu for sure.
All them brothers was influencing Rakim, like you said, Kane.
That was Big Daddy Kane, yep.
KRS-One.
Hey man, the Blast Master.
Definitely the teacher, man.
For sure.
So many MCs from the era just inspired me, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And even from my like MCs like Cannabis too, you know what I'm saying, which is crazy because me and Cannabis got the same birthday.
Wire, okay. No, Cannabis was dope. That little scuffle, that little on wax scuffle he had with LL was funny, man, back in the day though. But both of them was some dope MCs.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? Biss held his own a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? People said he was too wordy and everything, but you got to listen to what he was saying and dissect it.
Wire. And then I got to give a shout out to Keith Murray. But don't
Okay.
nobody even talk about Keith Murray no more. Mad salute to him, Hit Squad, EPMD. Um, what's the other brother? What Redman, K
Oh,
Solo, all them boys back in the day and shit.
oh yeah, most definitely, man. You named some dope MCs right there.
Yeah, man, come on. Oh yeah, and the DOC
Oh yeah,
started out with the Feel of Fresh crew out of Texas. Yeah, definitely got that hip hop history.
you know.
Anything else you wanna let the people know, bro? Got to give some shouts out.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like a little bit more to my background. I come from musical people on both sides of my family, on my mom's side and my dad's side.
Mm-hmm.
Like on my mom's side, I'm actually related to Freddie Jackson. He's a cousin.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Freddie is that guy there.
You know what I'm saying? Did a thing. Haven't talked to him in years, but you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I always admired what he did in the game as far as R&B goes, you know.
Oh yeah, he definitely a legend in the R&B game for sure.
You know, and then on my pop side, Rusty Allen from Sly and the Family Stones.
Yep, yep.
Basically saying that's a cousin on my dad's.
Okay, okay. Right, that's what's up. Sly and the Family Stone, definitely remember them. That's old school there for sure, for sure.
Yeah. You know, and ironically too, you know, a lot of people don't realize this that he actually replaced Drake's uncle in Sly and the Family Stone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, Drake got an uncle in there that was in there. Oh, I ain't even know that.
yeah,
I know he was always talking about his daddy being in the blues and stuff down in Memphis.
yeah. Larry Graham, the bass guitar player.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he actually really came up in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Word, that's what's up. So how is it? How is Tennessee? That's where you at now, right?
No, I'm in Bama right now.
Oh, you in the Bama? Okay, 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 okay. I know you talking about Slick. You was out in Tennessee and stuff. I heard Tennessee they be getting down on the music for sure, for sure.
Oh yeah, I went to high school out there during my junior year, and I spent time out there off and on in Memphis,
Hmm.
and they definitely get busy out there.
Okay, for sure. That's what's up. Any other shout outs you want to give, bro?
For sure, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, R&B Conscience, and his movement, RJ Dub Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Doing their thing. They from New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Man,
And
salute to New Orleans.
you know, and also my wife, she's R&B singer, Love Freely from New Orleans.
Okay. Peace and blessings to the Queen, for sure, for sure.
You know, and
Gonna
also,
let the people. Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
oh, you good, fam. Also, my mother-in-law, you know what I'm saying? She's an icon in New Orleans. Her name was Charlene Mack.
Hmm.
You know, a known legend in the city out there.
Okay. Gonna let the people know where they can find you at one more again.
Or you can find me on YouTube under S.J.6, on Twitter at S.J.S.Y.XX, on Instagram at I am S.J.6. You can find me on pretty much any platform, iTunes, Spotify, any of the major ones. I'm on there.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You were saying your mom was known. What she is the music actress.
Oh, my mother-in-law, she's a musician.
Yo, hold on. Say it one more time.
My mother-in-law,
Uh-huh.
yeah, she's a musician.
Oh, she was a musician. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Got you. That's what's up. That's some yeah, that they got the big bands and then Mardi Gras. I gotta get New Orleans. I ain't never went down there to Louisiana yet.
Oh,
I'm
it
gonna
is
have to
dope.
get down there and check it out.
It's dope because my pops, you know, he's from Louisiana and everything, and that's where that side of my culture ties in. You know, but if you ever go to New Orleans, man, you like it.
Okay, that's for sure. That's for sure. We
You know,
appreciate you coming on, brother. And I know you kind of busy and stuff.
for sure, bro. I got time, you know, so if you still want to chop it up.
Yo, we go. I got one more interview to get off for the day. But
Okay.
you definitely booking up. We'll definitely get you on again for another episode. Matter of fact, I hit you up next Sunday and we'll see if we can get you in again.
All right, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Man, bless, peace and blessings. S.J.6, appreciate you coming on and sharing your story with the people. Mad salute, King.
All right, mass salute to you, Godson. Peace.
Peace.